so toxic, and this is why we can't move forward as a community. How do you balance me time while being a wife? Like this made me uncomfortable to talk about because hey guys, don't mind me if I touch my hair too much in this video. I got my haircut today and I'm like still getting used to it. Like I low-key have bangs. This is crazy. The last time I had bangs, I was in my dorm stressed and I decided to give myself bangs. This was like a more calm, cool, collected decision of me wanting face framing layers because the middle part of my hair is like really starting to separate because I always do slick backs. So having the shorter layers is gonna help from like my hair not being so tight all the time. So this is just something that had to be done. It's like when you bite your nails and you have to buy the gross nail polish that makes you not bite. So this is what this is. Right now it is 12:31 a.m. I just got home from work like 15 minutes ago. So this is why I popped a Red Bull and we're gonna film this Q&A. So I asked you guys, well, I don't know who's following me on Instagram, but I asked my people on Instagram to send me questions, and oh my god, I actually got questions because I thought about it honestly, and I was just like, how embarrassing would it be to post this and no one send me questions? But yeah, I got enough questions that I can make this video, and mind you, I haven't filmed a Q&A for YouTube in like 7 years, so this is kind of iconic. So I screenshotted the questions and I feel like I'm gonna answer them the way I got them, in that specific order. So wait, I feel like my YouTube people don't know me that well, so I feel like I should introduce myself because I always assume everyone knows me from TikTok, and I feel like, why am I so personal on TikTok? Like, you guys know my whole life. But okay, my name is Medium. Most people call me Miriam. My friends call me Mar. I honestly don't care that much. And then I'm 21 years old. My birthday is less than a month away. I'll be 22. I'm not full-time, but literally almost feels like full-time. I'm taking 4 classes in college right now. I work full-time, and then I have another part-time job where I'm a program manager for my favorite nonprofit. So, and I have a dog and I have a husband, so I'm busy all the time. But yeah, let's get started with the questions. I feel like these questions, you guys are gonna get to know me a lot more, and I really want to build a community on here, so let's get started. Let me get comfortable and let me get my energy up. Okay, so the first question is, how has your Suffolk journey been? So if you don't know, I go to Suffolk University in Boston, Massachusetts, and honestly, let me tell you, I didn't know much about Suffolk, and when it was time to tour colleges, tour schools, and just like college apps and all that, it was during COVID. I graduated high school 2021, and I couldn't do any college tours, but Suffolk was doing tours, so I did one, and I literally fell in love. And you know when you have a gut feeling about something? I had that for Suffolk, and I was like, all right, there's no other way I'm going anywhere else. And I'm pretty sure it was like the last acceptance that I got. Yeah, it was pretty stressful for no reason. But yeah, once I toured Suffolk, I knew I wanted to go there, which is crazy because I applied to schools everywhere, like out of the country, out of state, and then I ended up staying in Boston. I would say, whoa, guys, like I said, I'm not used to this hair. But I would say, in order to understand me in college, you have to understand me in high school. And in high school, I didn't like anything about it. to the point where I didn't walk my stage for graduation. And actually, I had them mail me my diploma. So going into college, I knew I wanted a fresh start. I knew I wanted to just make the most out of my experience, and so that's what I did. Literally, you guys, you have no idea. Every single thing I wanted to do in college, I did. And I really put myself out there, and it was so worth it. I met the most amazing people in college. My freshman year was so much fun. My sophomore year was also really fun, and then I had like anything I wanted to do at college, I literally did. So my sophomore year, I was an RA, I was an orientation leader, and I was like on e-boards. I did so much. Literally anything I thought I wanted, I applied for and I did it. Right before junior year, that was scary, bro. I thought I was gonna have to leave school. And then I ended up getting a full-time job, and I was able to like make it work, but I was doing overnights for over a year, and it was so rough. And actually, I saw there was a question on here too that said, how do you function with no sleep? And honestly, it's not easy. When I was doing overnights, I would do my overnight shift, and then I would go to class, and then I would come home and try to sleep, and then I would have work that same night, and it wasn't easy at all. And I never thought I would ever have to work, like, not to, I don't know, that kind of sounds bratty, but honestly, I'm just a girl, and I never thought I would have to work overnight shifts ever in my life. And the fact that I did that was so humbling. Oh my god. Like, I actually have so much respect for people who are able to work like graveyard shifts and those types of shifts in general, because they're not for the weak at all. Like, today my experience is very different than my freshman and sophomore year college experience, but I wouldn't change anything about my college experience. Like, I'm genuinely so happy, and I know that when I finally get to graduate, it'll be like one of the best things I ever do in my life. Alright, the next question is also school related, and it's what are you studying? And I'm studying business marketing. When I got to school, I was planning on being an entrepreneurship major, but then guys, it makes no sense because you don't need an entrepreneurship degree to be an entrepreneur. So I decided to pick something more concentrated, which is why I did marketing, and I love marketing so much. What is your favorite part about Ramadan? I would say like the sense of community, because if you think about it, like, let's round up, there's 2 billion Muslims out there. This whole month we're all doing the same thing. Everything we do, we're constantly thinking about our faith first, and like that's crazy to me. Like, I get overwhelmed in a good way thinking about that. And like, think about all the people who are breaking their fast at the same time, waking up at 4 a.m. Like, I don't know, the sense of community is unreal. And I thought this year I wouldn't feel that as much, just because I'm having to break my fast at work, which makes me so sad. Like, obviously I'd rather be with my family, but I still don't feel like I'm missing too much of the sense of community. So I really love that. And I love how it's like 1 month out of the whole year where you're so intentional about every single thing that you do. Like, I haven't been listening to vulgar music. I've been really working hard in making sure that my prayers are on time. And I actually prayed at work for the first time ever yesterday, and it was like such an insane feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like, we're supposed to be on our deen every single day of our lives, but during Ramadan, like, you just feel, I don't know if I should call it an urge to lock in, but you just know to lock in. And it really, like, if you do that for 1 month, you know you could continue that for the rest of the year. So I know that was a lot of things, but it's truly one of the best times of the year for me. Best advice you've learned? That's honestly a really hard question. But something that I'm trying to live by right now is to do whatever it is I want to do and not worry about what other people are going to say, what other people are going to think about me. You guys don't know. You probably, if you know me in real life, you probably know this. But the amount of times that I'm like, okay, I want to be a content creator, I want to get into influencing, and then people talk and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna stop, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But literally, who cares? So I would say the best advice is to live your life for you, but I'm still trying to figure that out right now. Like, there's obviously times where I'm just over the drama and I don't want to deal with things, so I I don't stand on business as much, but I'm really trying to learn to not care about what other people think, what other people say, because at the end of the day, who cares? Literally, who cares? And people do weird stuff all the time. So why does it matter what I do? But I will say though, this really stems from being Arab, because Arabs are just some of the most judgmental people in the whole entire world. Like, you can't do anything without somebody talking about you, and it's so unhealthy, it's so toxic, and this is why we can't move forward as a community, because everyone's toxic. Let's move on to a lighter question. Where are your favorite stores to shop from? I love Ulta, ASOS, and I'm actually so proud of myself, you guys, because I really think so much before I buy something. Like, I don't shop at Shein anymore, Zara, none of those stores. And I try to really be intentional about what types of clothes I wear. Like, I'm not gonna buy something if I only plan on wearing it once, because money, ethics, everything. And I'm not saying like this, I'm like this with all my friends. Like, I'm like, bro, why are you still shopping at Shein? I know it's not easy to stop, but like, once it clicks in your head that you shouldn't be shopping at those stores, your life is gonna be changed forever, trust me. Okay, surprisingly, there were only 2 questions about my husband, and I you know when Drake said, "I'm not hiding my kid from the world, I'm not hiding the," you know, insert the Drake line, because I'm so tired, I can't even remember what he said.
I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, I was hiding the world from my kid.
About his little Adonis. But basically, I'm so overprotective of the people that are closest to me, the people I love. And also, hello, there's the evil eye. So I I don't feel as comfortable like posting my man every single day on TikTok or whatever, but my posts, you definitely know I'm a wife. You definitely know I have a man. So let's get into this question. How do you balance me time while being a wife? Or how did you establish these boundaries? So I have to say, me and my husband, we are so busy right now. Like, our plan is to work really, really hard in our early 20s so that later on we can have comfortable lives, because we just want better for ourselves. We want what we didn't have growing up. And so we're both busy every single day. So when we do have time, we obviously want to spend it together. My me time is like when he's at work and I'm not at work. So establishing those boundaries, it's kind of like they're built in our schedules. That's just the way they are. And then, yeah, we just love being together overall. So I don't know, like, I haven't had the problem where I feel like I'm being suffocated or we're together too much. No, like, I wish we were together more. Ugh, is this cringy? Bro, one thing about me too is I hate like, this made me uncomfortable to talk about, because I hate PDA. I hate couples who are like in your face. I hate couples channels, like all that stuff. No, I'm not against it, it's just not for me. So when I start talking about our relationship, I'm like, oh, people are getting the ick right now from me. But I would say that in the future, when we do have more time where we're together, then yes, we're gonna have to establish those boundaries, because I'm someone, I need my alone time. I need my me time. That's very important to me, or else I will tweak out. But as of right now, like, we haven't had that issue, thank God. All right, the next question I'm gonna answer about Danny is, oh, that's his name, by the way. What are your favorite memories with Danny? I obviously can't say our wedding day, but that day was so perfect. Like, you guys don't even understand. And it's so funny because it's like not what anyone would expect. Our wedding day was very different, but it was so beautiful and it was so us. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll share like a story time of how we did our wedding and everything. But it was 10 out of 10. But if I'm not allowed to say our wedding day, then I would say just anytime when we go to Florida, because we love Florida so much. We've done 2 trips to Florida, and every time it feels like we're the main characters. Like, nothing else matters. It's just me and him, and the world is just for us. Like, nothing else matters. We're living our best lives. We're spending money like nothing, and just truly having the most fun and not worried about any like outside factors besides him and I. And I feel like that's our best memories. I'm trying to think of like if anything specific stands out, but it's really when we have our us time. It's just me and him, and nothing else is like in our bubble. I just love when it's just me and him and nothing. Just, oh, I feel like that's so disgusting to say. Oh no. Should I leave this in or should I cut it out? I'm so sorry, guys. That's the other thing too. This is my channel. This is not the us channel. This is me. This is Hayationmars. This is my life. But you know, he is my life. That's also disgusting to say. But no. Okay, I also don't want to come off as like, ew, I hate relationships, because no. I love being a wife. And literally, I got engaged at 19. I got married at 20. I never expected that I would be a young wife. But it has been one of the best things to ever happen to me, because I love it here. What is your greatest achievement? What are you most proud of in your life? You know, literally every single thing I thought of, saying it out loud would sound so, whoa. Every single thing I thought that came to mind for this question, if I said out loud, it would sound so cringy and like, ew. But honestly, guys, there were so many different like times in my life where I just thought like there's no way life could get any worse, and then it did, and then I made it through. And all those moments in my life that led to me being here right now, I would say like that's my biggest accomplishment. But I think that once I graduate college, I could say that graduating college was my biggest accomplishment. But after that, it's only gonna go up from there, because I don't want college to be my biggest accomplishment. But I just know that right now I'm working really hard to make it happen. Tell us about things you would have done differently in college. I don't like this question because of how much I loved my college experience. But if I were a senior in high school, I'm applying to schools, I would pick the cheapest option. I would pick the school I would go to for free, just so that money doesn't have to be an issue, and I could just do it. People really hate on community colleges for no reason. Like, if I could go back and be a senior, I would have probably done, now knowing everything I know, I would have done community college first and then transferred out. Like, that would be my advice. But now seeing and looking back at how things happened, how things have played out, like, there's nothing I would change. I've met the most, like, my best friend, the most amazing people, the most amazing faculty, and obviously there are bumps in the road, but it's okay. Like, in the end, I wouldn't change it. Favorite makeup products, guys, my most recent makeup purchase actually was last week. It was the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Oh my god, I understand the hype, because it literally looks like you're wearing a real life filter. And sometimes when I do my makeup, I notice it looks cakey and just bumpy and not smooth, and I just spray the makeup. Chef's kiss. It looks so good. You really do look airbrushed in real life. It's crazy, but it's so expensive, which is why I like went the longest without buying it. But guys, if knowing what I know now, I should have been bought it. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more question and that's it. And it's, how many siblings do you have and what's the dynamics like? So I'm the oldest, I'm the main character obviously, and then my brother is the middle child. He's 19 years old. He's such a guy, like, he's such a dude. But he's so cool. Like, he skates, he's really smart at the same, like, you would think, sorry to stereotype, but you would think like skater dudes are so like dumb a little bit, but he's actually intellectual. And then my sister, in my head, you guys, I'm not even joking, she's 8 years old, but in real life she's actually 13, and I also love her, like 10 out of 10. Like, that's my baby sister. But I think right now I'm trying to navigate how to just be her sister and not act like another parent. Like, I want us to be sisters first. I want her to be able to like come to me with some crazy drama and like talk about things that you don't talk to your parent about. And I don't know, I guess it's because I'm the oldest, I feel like I have to parent my siblings, but I don't want to do that. I just want to be the older sister, and I can't wait to, I feel like because I'm 21 and she's 13, the age gap is so big, but once she gets a little bit older, I feel like we're gonna build more of a friendship, and that's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, I love them both, and I would do anything for them. Like, literally, I would do anything for them. One thing, there's 6 people in my life I don't play about, and that's 2 of them right there. Like, oh my god. One thing about me, guys, I take loyalty so seriously. And like, guys, I be wanting to spill the lore on my life, but I have to hold back sometimes. But I'll let you know in a few years. How did I do? First Q&A back, let me know. I don't know. Okay guys, I hope you got to know me a little bit better, and I hope you liked this Q&A. Literally, thank you so much to everyone that asked questions. Like, that literally made my day. I need to go to sleep, so I'm ending the video here. Comment down below what other videos you want to see from me. This week I'm vlogging on Saturday. It's gonna be a really good day, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Oh, tell me what's it gonna be. I don't want